All right. Welcome back to another video of an Elmwood Trail episode 3. In the last video, we came across a new suspect, a new name. That name, Damon. Now, this is first we've heard of Damon. Damon used to go to the school that, Kevin and Zoe and everybody went to. But then just disappeared, just left. He actually was in the same band as Kevin, but then just left. Well, once Kevin was admitted into the hospital, Damon came back out of nowhere to visit Kevin and was acting a little strange. And then when Kevin left the hospital room, he was on the phone with somebody and said something along the lines of Kevin should have never been in the cave, never should have went to the cave, yada yada. So was Damon behind the reason why Kevin is now in a coma? Was he the one that chased Kevin through the woods? Is Damon unknown? Probably not unknown, but potentially working with unknown. Kevin may very well be possibly connected to the Vault 8 and just that secret mystery society that's been running Vault 8, along with Alvarez, Valeria Alvarez. So really, there's only one way to find out. We need to find out more about Damon, and we need to do that by accessing the Riverstone High Education website. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go to the Riverstone High Education website. Let's see if we can just put it in the search. Riverstone High. Oop, not ho, but high. Let's see if that'll pull anything up. Maybe we gotta put .edu. There we go. riverstonehigh.edu. And then we need to figure out, maybe if we search Damon. Enter search term to find an image or map of an area. What about the band? We know he was in the band. No. Maybe people? No. Anything in here about the band? Music, maybe. Olivia Martin, music. It's not looking like... Oop, didn't mean to do that. Okay, so I couldn't quite figure out the search term that I was looking for. I tried like music, I tried Olivia Martin, which is like the music teacher. Thought maybe that was going to help. I even tried using band because we knew that Damon was in the band with Kevin. So then I went back and started looking at Brad's messages because that's who we were talking about Damon, and maybe trying to figure out some information about Damon. And Brad did mention, he mentioned the band. I looked up band. I didn't find anything. I didn't look up vocalists, so maybe we'll try that. But they killed it at the Halloween event in 2022. So there was a Halloween event. So maybe we'll look up either vocalist or Halloween event and see if that maybe will give us some information. Let's try vocalist first. Vocalist. Nothing there. Let's try Halloween. See if that... Oh, okay, nice. So, Riverstone High prevents chaos theory. Monday, the 30th, October 2022. This Halloween, join us for the concert of a lifetime. Venue was the Auditorium. Lead singer Damon, guitarist Kelvin Milburn. Special guest is Lexi. This is at 9 p.m. So yeah, there we have the poster for Damon's performance at the school, and that's Damon singing. So now we know what Damon looks like. Rajan. We haven't talked to Rajan in a long time. Now, if you guys remember, in episode 2, Rajan crashed the party looking for the stolen alcohol that Brad and his friends stole from his store. Rajan was going to lose his job if he didn't get the alcohol back. He went to go get it back and got into a fight with the people at the party. Hello, Adam. Did you see the news? Kevin is in a coma. Yep, we knew about that, Rajan. He was found in a forest. He shouldn't have gone there. Do you know what's going on? A little bit, Rajan. A little bit. First Zoe and now Kevin, things are definitely taking a turn for the worse. I get why you're on the edge, Rajan, but jumping to conclusions won't help us find the truth. I know, kid. I know, kid. It was unfortunate. He took a nasty spill in a pit and got hurt. I know, kid. I get why you're on edge, Rajan, but can't be jumping to conclusions. Why on earth would he take such a huge risk? Listen to me, Rajan. You need to trust the process. Let the authorities handle it. Stop making things up. It won't do anything but create a sense of panic. Just let the authorities handle it, Rajan. You worry about your alcohol and kids trying to steal it. I'm worried about this town, my family, and friends. Kevin. Wait, earlier you said Kevin shouldn't go into the forest. Why? What do you know? Well, so Rajan knows some things. He was found in the abandoned part of the forest, right? I hope you understand what the word abandoned means. But that's not the point. The forest is not a safe place at night. We all have heard that multiple times. It doesn't make sense. Kevin, I can't. Listen, Rajan, why not rest for a bit? A nap or even a quick walk might clear your head. I think maybe you should go and visit Kevin at the hospital. You'll feel better. I don't think visiting Kevin at the hospital and seeing him lying there in a coma is going to make him feel any better. I don't know, Kevin, Rajan, but maybe take a nap or a walk. Maybe take a walk in the abandoned part of the forest. Mr. Lane, you don't seem to understand. And then Rajan went offline. Okay, what do we got next? Complete the data recovery in Zoe's phone. Let's go to Zoe's phone. We have the data recovery. Let's go ahead and click on that. Entering data recovery mode, locating, yada yada. Ooh, we got to figure this out. We got a set of numbers and squares. So what happens if we just start clicking on blocks? You know what? I think I know what this means. So 3 over, 1 down. 5 over, 1 down. 1 over, 1 down. 1 over, 1 down. 3 over, 5 down. I think. I don't know. Maybe I did that wrong. Why is there a 2 and a... Maybe 2 and 5. Maybe that. And then 2 and 1. No, that's not right. I don't know what I'm doing. I wonder if the numbers next to these blocks, I wonder if that means that you need to fill in that many blocks. So like, for example, the 5 here, you have to fill in all 5 blocks. The 5 here, all 5 blocks. And then the 3, you have to fill in 3 of those blocks. So maybe here, here, and then the 5. So that's the 3 blocks there. Now you see in the vertical, at the top, you have a 2 and a 1 over top of it. That means you have to have, maybe that means you have to have 2 blocks and then another additional block. So maybe that additional block is going to be right here, and the other additional block is right here. I'm a damn genius. I wish I could go back and show you guys what I was thinking of, because each one of those blocks, or each one of those numbers showed how many blocks you were supposed to have in that row. But we did successfully recover 2 emails and 2 photos. Let's go ahead and click here to finish. Let's check out the photos first. Which 2 photos did we uncover? Is it the bottom? The very bottom? In December? Like, is this one of them? Distinguished gentleman. I don't think it is. I'll be honest, I don't know which 2 photos we uncovered. Oh, these 2 right there. The October 4th, it's got the little symbol at the top right of the photo showing that it was recovered. So October 4th, 2022, we have Jerry here. The vet told him to be a good boy. Looks like he's got like a little bit of a cone of shame on him. And then we have Zoe here with some earrings, it looks like. My side profile ain't that bad. Yeah, got Zoe there with some earrings. Let's go ahead. Oh, yeah, that's Betty's picture. Let's go ahead and check out our emails. We have Fantasy Ball and Riverstone Adventure. I'm willing to bet Riverstone Adventure is what we need to look into, but let's go ahead and see what Fantasy Ball is all about. Oh, Fantasy Ball. Got it. It's like a dance. I was thinking like fantasy football or something, like fantasy sports. So this happens every few lifetimes. Your invitation to the Grand Fantasy Ball. So we have a location that we can use for the geoscope.com. This is probably actually the email that we really need. Be prepared to be whisked away into a realm of magic and unforgettable evening filled with enchantment, elegance, and epic adventures for only $250. Highlights include spellbinding decor, magical performances, fantasy feast, enchanting music. Embrace your inner fantasy character. Event details. Okay, and then you have the geoscope location. What happens if I click on it? Nothing. Let's go ahead and check the Riverstone Adventure. Looking for your next big thrill? Say hello to Riverstone Adventure Park, the hottest new spot in town. Attractions include the region's tallest zipline, a scenic treetop walk, paddleboard rentals for the adventurous heart. Stop by our lakeside cafe for a bite and enjoy breathtaking views. Gather your friends and family and experience the adventure of a lifetime. Grand opening this Saturday. Don't miss out on special discounts for the first 100 visitors located at Wormwood Trail in Elmwood Forest. Actually sounds like a lot of fun. All right, so what's our next chat with Betty? Got it. Let's get back to Adam Lane's phone and chat with Betty. Betty says, hello, detective. Hope I'm not bothering you. Betty, if you're here to stir up more trouble, I'm already swamped. I never get a chance to thank you for the free publicity on Pixelball. Look, Betty, I don't need any more trouble from you, Betty. You're damn annoying. Can't stand you anyways. So if you're here to cause trouble, here to start trouble, look, just save it. Save it, Betty. Hey, please just hear me out. Yeah, famous word. Look, hear me out. I'm really not proud of what I did and how I acted. I'm sorry. I know Kevin was trying to find Zoe all on his own, and we probably made your job harder. So now you're realizing that you made our job harder. You're not proud of what you did, but then you went to the hospital where Kevin was at and started taking pictures of him because of influencing. Yeah, I don't bite. I don't believe it for 1 second, Betty. Yeah, I heard you snap pictures of him in the hospital. Exactly. You taking pictures of Kevin in a coma so you can put it on social media for clout. Like, Betty, you can kiss my ass. Like, by the way, you are not allowed to click patients at the hospital. Yeah. Yeah, by the way, I don't think you can do that, Betty. You're not my dad. Would you just get out of my hair? It was not for my blog. People should know what's going on. Or it was, see, exactly. It was for Betty's blog. Like, that's insane. That is insane to think that you can just go snap pictures of somebody in a coma and just put it up on your blog just for clout. Like, that is delusional. That is wild. Absolutely wild. It was for my blog. People should know what's going on in Riverstone. Maybe take maybe take permission first. Is it even permissible to post such images online? I mean, people post way worse stuff online, but maybe ask for permission. Maybe ask the dad if you're allowed to or something. Permission? Really? See, you don't care. You could care less. I can't stand Betty. I do not like Betty. I'm willing to just blame Betty for Zoe's disappearance just to get Betty out of Riverstone. just to put Betty away forever. Just blame Betty. You know what? The real villain probably isn't worse than Betty. I'm convinced Betty is actually worse than the person who actually kidnapped Zoe. I never interacted with him much, but he was one of us. See, exactly. Like you didn't even care about Kevin in the beginning. You didn't interact with him. You weren't friends with him, but then you went and took his picture in the hospital and put it on your blog. I didn't do it for likes, yes you did. People need to be aware Riverstone isn't safe anymore. I get the intention, but that's still not the way to go about it. I think people know already you don't have to take such an extreme step to send a message to the community. I only clicked on that one just because I really wasn't sure what else it was going to say, and I was curious. I'm an influencer. I cannot tell my followers they have the right to know what's going on in my life. That's not your life, Betty. That's Kevin's life. Oh, I'm getting so angry. I had a question for you, by the way. Like, ooh. Another scoop for your followers. Stuck on what? Are you stuck on a math problem, Betty? Can't figure out what 1 + 1 is? It's 3, by the way. Sometimes I forget I'm talking to a grown-ass detective and not some grumpy teenager. But no, this one's serious. So I wanted to ask, did you know you were there? Did I know I was there? What the hell are you talking about? Where exactly was I, Betty? When it happened, when Kevin faced whatever the hell he faced. Kevin wanted to find Zoe, and he didn't just end up in the forest. Adam, someone must have led him there. I wish I knew. He told me he just needed to find Zoe, and then he left. Would I share that? Why? Yeah, why would I share that with Betty? You suddenly care about what do you care about Kevin now? And you don't. You want this for your blog. You already told us that you're doing it for your blog. You already told us that you're just like this influencer. I could care less about Betty. I don't care about Betty's or Betty's blog. I want to blame this whole thing on Betty as it is. Like, you know what? Lily's super sus. Damon super sus. Valeria Alvarez is super sus. Don't care. I'm blaming it on Betty. I'm framing Betty if I have to. Betty is going away for a long time. Yeah, I've been thinking. I think you know he was going there and you didn't stop him. Impressive imagination. Maybe you should be a detective. If Kevin had listened to me, none of this would happen, is I'm guessing what they're going to say. Not falling for your rage bait, not tonight. Look, Betty, I ain't falling for nothing. I'm not falling for your rage bait. Look, I'm way smarter than you anyways, Betty. Call it whatever you want. Kevin wanted to find Zoe, and he didn't just end up in the forest, Adam. Someone led him there? But Kevin didn't just walk into the woods alone. He was looking for someone. Maybe he was following someone. And you think that someone is me. So this is the interrogation now. Should I start recording? Yeah, I think I should start recording. Actually, you know what? Why not? Why not just record everything that Betty says? We'll put it on Adam's blog. Just answer me this. You know something? Maybe not everything, but something. I'm not blaming you. I hope whatever you both were trying to do helps find Zoe. Just make sure Kevin's sacrifice wasn't for nothing. I just assume that's what Betty sounds like, by the way. I don't know if that's actually what she sounds like. I assume that's what she sounds like, because that's like the typical annoying girl voice that claims to be an influencer. At least, I don't know, maybe not. But that's just what I feel like Betty sounds like. Betty, I have no idea what you're saying, but thanks for the advice. Did you see something at the hospital? What's up with these allegations? Look, I don't know what you're saying, Betty. I could care less about what you're saying. You're not making any sense, and I don't care anymore. I don't even want to talk to you right now, Betty. I'm telling you how I feel about the situation. Also, I wanted to help you. I'm not Kevin, but I can get you any information that you want. I have eyes, access, influence. I'm kind of famous, remember? I can't stand Betty. I can't stand her. Um, I just imagine that's how she talks, though. I imagine everything she says has an upwards inflection, like she's asking a question. That's a big change of heart. Why now? Actually, there's something you might be able to help with. Oh, I don't want to ask Betty for help. I just do not want to do it. But we all know that Betty's only doing this for clout. If Betty can help solve and help find Zoe, it's going to make her even more popular. And we can't let that happen. The best way we can make Betty popular is by framing her and putting everything on her and making her the villain. That's the best way we can make her so popular. Just blame her for everything. All right, but look, I guess we need to ask her for her help. Maybe she knows about Damon. Awesome. I just had my protein shake, so my energy levels are popping. What do you need? Oh, I can't believe we're talking with Betty, but do you know anyone named Damon? There was a guy named Damon at your school. He was Zoe's friend, Kevin's ex-bandmate. Yeah, let's ask her about Damon. Maybe she knows. If she's so popular and she's such a famous person, maybe she knows. Oh, Kevin's ex-bandmate? Wait. Nope. I don't know anyone of his bandmates. I don't follow punk rock. Kyle made me listen to Blink 182 though. They were pretty good. So nothing. So you're not so you don't know anything. You don't have the influence that you thought you did. You don't have the information that you thought you did. You're actually not that famous at all, Betty. You're just not. You don't even know who Damon is. Like everybody knows Damon. And here I thought you could dig up some. Yeah, here I thought you figure out the information about anybody. Here I thought you had connections. Relax, detective. Let me ask some of my followers about this fellow. If you have a picture of him, it would make my job a lot easier. Yeah, of course it would. So here's the picture of Damon, the Riverstone High chaos theory. Oh, I remember this event. Not my thing. Well, I get it. Real life Damon is more of a Stefan. Funny. I don't know what that means. He's cute. I'll ask around and let you know if I find anything on him. So apart from this, do you have any plan of action? I've got a few leads I haven't checked out yet. And I'm not going to tell you any more, Betty. Like, I'm not going to tell you what I'm doing. Sometimes I don't understand. All the time. All the time, Betty doesn't understand. Why are you pursuing this case? What's in it for you? It's none of your business, Betty. Wish I could help you understand. I don't need a motivation to help find him. Yeah, look, I don't need motive to help find a missing girl, Betty. Unlike you, who wants to help find Zoe just for clout. Whatever. February 20th. 59 days since the night of the disappearance. And Betty has got my blood boiling. Let's see what our next task is to do. Investigate the map with marked locations on the suspect board. So our map right there, marked locations. Marked location 1 of 2. Marked location 2 of 2. Save locations on the map. What are these locations and what do they mean? Oh, save. I got to click on save locations on the map. Perfect. Figure out a way to find more information on the saved locations. So, do we have... I don't even know what the locations are. Like, it doesn't give us a name or anything. Figure out a way to find more information on the saved locations. Maybe in the browser, we have a Riverstone map. It might be these little red dots right here. So this is marked location 1. This is a postal code of 28121. And marked location number 2. Unable to fetch the postal code at the moment. So we have postal code 28121. Then we also have the coordinates 19 north, 58 west. So I was looking through Zoe's mail trying to figure out how we can find more information on the postal codes and the zip codes or whatever, or the postal codes and the map markers. And I remember seeing the geoscopes.com. So if we use our postal code, I'll have to go back and look at it again to figure out which one it is. But if we use our postal code, then we'll be able to figure out find out more information on the saved location. So we'll have to go to geoscope.com, and I think that's going to really help us out. So let's go ahead and do that. Let me look at that postal code one more time. That way I can remember 28121, and let's go to Geoscopes. Geoscopes.com. .cmp.com. Is it maybe it's just geoscope.com. No S. There we go. So we can enter the postal code or we can enter the coordinates. So let's enter, I can't remember what it was. 281, I can't remember what it is. Damn it. 28121. I damn knew it. I knew it was 28121. Let's go ahead. 28121. And then I remember it being, I can't remember it. I can't damn remember it. What is it? 19 and 58. Okay, 28121, 19 and 58. 28121, 19 and 58 west. 19 north, 58 west, postal code of 28121. Let's go ahead and find out some more information on this. This is location details, address is Springfield 28121, Riverstone, coordinates, yada yada. We have a resident information, primary residence is Benji. There's his phone number. We got some more information on Benji. Hello, this is Adam. Are you free to talk? Am I speaking with Benji Takuma? Look, this is Adam. Are you free to talk, Benji? Benji's online and is now typing. Adam whom? Adam Lane. I'm a detective. I'm looking for Zoe. Ever heard of Riverstone Car Wash? Have you ever heard about the vault? Ooh, should we do the Riverstone or the vault? If I say the Riverstone Car Wash, Benji just might be like, yeah, I take my car there all the time to get washed. And might not put the pieces together that it's also a front to Vault 8. But you ever heard about the vault, Benji? That might be too on the nose, though. What are you, from the 80s, Gramps? Okay, rude. I'm way older than the 80s, just saying. Silence Maze Memory Conundrum. You've played it. Vault 8, what do you know? Wait. Who are you? Are you with them? I got eliminated. Oh, Benji got eliminated by us because we joined the Vault 8 and we eliminated Benji. I thought that was it for me. Is this part of the game? Are you people still watching me? I'm not with them. Any chances and chances are you're still eliminated. You know what they're up to, don't you? Look, I'm not with them, and chances are you are still eliminated, but maybe you can help us. What is this game? Who even are you? I'm just another player like you. What do you know about this thing? I like trying to figure out all of this. Tell me. Look, I'm just another player. I'm actually probably the one that eliminated you in our little duel, like our little battle. It was like 4 of us. Look, I signed up to try it out, but I got eliminated. That's all I know. Am I in trouble? I don't live with my parents, but if they find out, I'm done. They'll haul me back in a heartbeat. You keep saying eliminated. What does that mean? In which challenge did they cut you out? Well, yeah, what do you mean by eliminated? And when did you get eliminated? There was a meeting after the fire challenge part of Vault 8. That's where they exposed my identity and kicked me out. Yeah, that was me. You're welcome. They revealed my identity and I got kicked out of it. Were you also kicked out? I'm still in the game for now. Hold on. You said something about fire in a meeting? What kind of game is it? Look, I'm still in the game for now. I'm the one that actually got you kicked out, Benji. I'm pretty sure. These people are dangerous. Seriously, don't mess with them. You ever heard them talk? They're terrifying. We need to find out who is behind all of this. Do you know anyone else who's part of this? Yeah, do you know anyone else who might be in the game? No, you're the first I'm talking to, and I hope the last as well. Dude, I don't want any part of this. I don't know who you are. Please just leave me out of this. And Benji's offline. So that didn't really give us any information at all. So Mark II location updated. Oh, so now we have the postal code, I'm guessing. Yep. 28113 and then 6256 and a half. 28113. 62 and 56 and a half. 28113. This is 62. And then I think this was 56 and a half. Or no, 58 and a half. I thought it was 56 and a half. 28113. Why can't I get any information for it? 56 and a half. 62.0 north. 56 and a half west. 28113. Why am I not getting any information for it? $62, 56 and a half. Find. What the hell? Geoscope. Find information about the second location on Geoscope. I can't. There is no information on damn Geoscope. The hell? I'm an idiot. It's 28133. I had the postal code wrong. Oh, I'm such an idiot. Oops. It's 28133. I was putting in 28113. I'm so stupid. 28133. That should be it. There we go. We got Joseph in Springfield, Riverstone. Let's see what Joseph has to say. Hello, is this Joseph? Joseph's going to be like, who's this? I'm going to say, my name's Adam Lane. I'm a detective. We're going to do the same dance that we did with Benji. Yes, I'm Adam. I wanted to ask you a few questions if you're free. Yes, I'm a private investigator. I hope you have a moment to talk. Look, I'm Adam. Can I ask you a couple questions? Adam? Adam Lane, the detective? Yeah, how do you know me? how do you know my name was Adam? Adam Lane. Well, I didn't expect to be recognized, but yeah, that's me. I didn't know when I became this famous, but yeah, but yeah. Look, I don't know how you knew about me, but that's me. Did you find anything about Zoe? My wife mentioned you. Who's your wife, Joseph? Honestly, I didn't have much faith after the police didn't help us. How do you know Zoe? Zoe, you're talking about Zoe. How do you know Zoe? How do I? What kind of pathetic question is that? That's kind of rude. Okay. Joseph is Zoe's dad. Zoe's addresses make sense now. So, did we ever talk to Joseph before? I can't remember if we talked to Joseph before. Did we? I have no idea. I do not remember talking to Joseph before. So yep, that makes sense. This makes sense now. Zoe's address. I found Zoe's address on different things. Nothing in this conversation is making sense to me. Care to explain? Sorry to bother you, sir. This was a mistake. It didn't click for me that you were her father. That explains so much. Zoe? Did you find anything about her? I'm working on it, sir. I promise I'm doing all I can to bring her back safely. I don't have any good news yet. Sorry. Look, I'm working on it. I'm doing everything I can. I promise. Empty words. Okay, you're kind of rude, Joseph. All anyone is offering me are empty words and fake promises. Keep holding on to the slightest ray of hope you have, sir. Believe in me when I say I'm gonna find her. He's not. He's gonna be like offline. Doesn't even care. Damn, just went offline. Mario. The hell's Mario? Nice little stick figure, Mario. Is this Adam? You part of the vault? Who's this again? No, I'm not part of it. Who's this? Who's Mario? Are you part of the vault too? I'm Mario. I want to become a member of Vault 8. You contacted Benji, right? How do you know about Vault 8? I talked to Benji. I'm trying to become a member as well. I was looking for information about I was looking for information about Vault 8. Do you have any information, Mario? How do you know Benji? I got his information from one of the Vault 8 challenges. We were on the same sort of call, and I had to track his information before others could find me. Funny story, I got him eliminated. Okay, maybe we didn't. I could have swore we got somebody eliminated, but I guess it wasn't us. I guess it was Mario that got Benji eliminated. It wasn't us. He told me you were asking some questions. Just need a bit of info. That would be very helpful. I need your help. We might be able to help each other here, you know. Yeah, we might be able to help each other if we just talked a little bit, Mario. A trade. I am interested. How can I help you? Do you know anything about Vault 8? Wait, you are from Vault 8. Seriously, finally someone's talking to me about this? Those challenges of yours are beyond creepy, man. But hey, I'm all in for this kind of stuff. Don't mind me. I'm not one of them. I just want more information. You've been through some of their challenges, right? Look, I'm not one of them. I just want information, Mario. You're not with them? Then I don't know if I'm even supposed to tell you anything about it. Look, I already know a lot. I'm just trying to get a complete picture. Think about it. We don't really know who these people are or what they're capable of. Right. So we need to be able to talk to each other. If you tell me what you know, I can help find things. I can help if things get rough. Okay. What's going on? Do you have any ideas? So, what do you know about these challenges? Yeah. Do you have any information at all, Mario? Or are you just going into these challenges blind? They talked about joining the club, like you had to prove yourself through these twisted challenges to get in. Vault 8 is like this path. It's more than a website, or at least they make it feel that way. You're supposed to navigate it and earn a key to unlock the next step, escape it somehow, and that's when you get an invitation to a remote meeting. In the later stages, they start testing everything: your memory, logic, judgment, and even your guts. Each challenge is different. And after that, did they tell you what comes next? Well, it doesn't end here, does it? Yeah. What comes next? Have they said anything to you about it? Because you're still part of it. Like, you didn't get eliminated. The next step is a little strange. You kind of have to wait for it to happen. What do you mean you have to wait for it to happen? Like, what do you just have to wait to get kidnapped? You'll know when the time arrives. Just make sure you have your participant code ready. I only ever received one code, and that was the membership one. Participant code. I've never received one. Look, Did we receive? Look, I only got one code, and that was the membership one. That's not possible. We received it before the invite for the first game. That was never really a possibility for me. Do I really need it? What's its use? Yeah, they require it for you to continue to the next stage. Is this code that comes in the red envelope? Red envelope? What are you talking about? You must have gotten it after the first call. I don't have it. Can't I just use your participant code? Surely it would work, right? Maybe I can give it a try with your... Yeah, look, if I can just use your code, that would work. I think if we just exchange codes, that'd be okay. I don't think it'll work, but I also don't see why. Well, screw it. We got his code, 426-91145. Make sure you remember it. Sure, I will write it down in my notes. I'll note it down. Look, I'm definitely writing this down. So 426-91145. Give me 2 seconds, Mario. 426-598. Shit, it was 429-11625. Definitely not it, but we're gonna go with that one for now, and then I'll be able to adjust it. 426-91145. 426-91145. 426-911. I was really close. I said 625. It was 425. 429. Wait, what? Do I still have the wrong code? 429-11425. 4269. That's where the 6 is. 4269-1145. 4269-1145. No 2. Got it. 4269-1145. Easy. 4269114. Can't forget it. Do not forget the participation code. Make sure you remember it. Sure, I'll note it down so I don't forget it in my don't forget lists. Good. I will delete the message from here then. I figured they were going to delete the message. So I definitely wanted to make sure I wrote it down. Don't want anything tracing back to me. Right. 4269-1145. 4269-1145. Perfect. Easy. Easy. Connect the relevant clues together. Every person tied to the marked locations has visited Vault 8. That's 100% true. So his address was one of the marked locations. That's definitely going together. Damon and Zoe were close friends, often attending classes together. Damon was an active member of Kevin's band. Those are together. Damon left school abruptly, vanishing from the social circle. Kevin's father mentioned Damon visiting Kevin in the hospital recently. Yep. Damon shared significant connections with Zoe. Individuals marked on the map 8 were invited to Vault 8. And Damon didn't just leave school. He disappeared from the city. But now he's back. And a new item has arrived. What do we have? We have an envelope here. Now, I know you guys want to see what's inside this envelope, but you're going to have to wait until the next video. We've actually uncovered quite a bit of information here. We've talked to new characters, Benji and... What was the other one's name? Shoot, what was the other one's name? Mario. That's right. Benji and Mario. We also talked to Joseph, who's Zoe's father. But we talked to Benji and Mario. Rajan also, I think Rajan knows something. And Betty is useless. Could care less about Betty. We did solve one of the number blocks puzzles. So if you guys need help with that, obviously it's going to be in this video. You probably have already seen it if you're at this point in the closing out portion of our video. So you've probably already seen it. So it probably has already helped you guys out. And if it did, and if you guys are enjoying an Elmwood Trail and my playthrough of an Elmwood Trail, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more videos just like this one. As always, thanks for watching. Love you all.
We'll see you next time. Goodbye.